Welcome to Hardcore Garage. I am down here trying my best to learn about air ride. What you know about that? I got the 64 all torn apart. Over here behind me, got the bags out. I've got some new bags and new brackets ordered. This was, I don't think, specifically made for this vehicle. I don't know. I'm trying to learn, so I'm gonna do it all myself. Figure it all out. I did have a bag leaking again. Had rubbed a hole in it on the passenger side. I don't know if it's because the bag brackets were never mounted. Actually, they're just kind of free floating in there, just like a spring. Really wasn't that concerned with it, but I think last time I had it worked on, when they did the lower control arms, they probably had to reset things and didn't quite get it back in there the way it's supposed to. So I got in touch with some people, and they're sending me a kit, the brackets, and it's going to actually bolt into the top. I'm going to have to modify some stuff because this car here doesn't have a hole in the top like where a shock would normally go through, where you put the nut on the top. It has a horizontal hole where a bolt would go through the top of the shock. So I have to drill a hole in that piece of metal, which luckily there is room to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to learn about air ride, and maybe I can teach you guys a couple things. So let's turn this camera around here and you can check out what I got going on so far. Okay, originally it had those 2600s in it, and I had a hole in one of them. I think it might have been the passenger side the first time. So I went ahead and ordered two news of these 2500s. And again, like I said, the passenger side would end up having a hole in it. And these are the brackets. Has that offset on there, and I don't know if that's right or not. Same with this lower one. But they were never bolted in. I'm going to replace the lines, all the fittings, everything I can do a little bit at a time. Then I will move on to the next thing that needs work on this vehicle. But it's a pretty interesting looking lower control arm here. The frame is notched for a bag there. You probably can't even see up in there, so I'm not even going to try to show you. Maybe I'll put a picture in here and show you what I was talking about with that. But it is nothing like an Impala control arm, which also makes things interesting. There's one of the bags assembled with the top hose. So far, that's really, all I know about air. I had a conversation with the guy when I switched to these smaller bags. It seemed like it took longer for the fronts to go up, and he said, that's impossible. It had to be something else. That's the only thing I changed. So I don't know. To me, it seemed like the bigger bags would have been taking longer, but I guess the smaller ones need more air pressure to hold the weight up or something. I really don't know. So I'm going to try to learn all that stuff, and you guys are welcome to come along with me. Keep on trucking.